After those last two categories, we need a break from the talkative, so let's go to the opposite. These next two award winners are basically silent, even when we haven't just asked the class if they have any questions. There are a few honorable mentions here. Angela ruined her chance at this award in the last few weeks, and it's mostly Clara's fault for forcing her to speak in my presence.
Sorry!
I had a meeting with Mahad and his parents once where he didn't say a word, even when I asked him direct questions, but he was just edged out. The female award winner has a surprisingly strong voice and is a great public speaker, but without an audience, it is almost impossible to get a word out of her. So she's the polar opposite of Shibam, which is one of the nicest things that I could say about a human being. Most likely to not be talking about anything is Latavia. The male recipient of this award was one of my students this year. I wrote him a letter of recommendation. I told many colleges that I know him well and that he would be excellent for their school. In short, I lied to them because I don't know anything about him. I've never heard him speak. For all I know, he took a vow of silence and he didn't put it on his resume or his brag sheet, so I never found out. And at this point, I don't even want to hear him talk. I've decided what I think his voice sounds like, and I don't want him to ruin it for me. Most likely to not be talking about anything is Juwan. All right, this next award has a long name. It's the most likely to have graduated last year and just not told anyone because there's no way their attendance could have really actually been that bad if they were still in school. So the obvious winner of this award is Lucas Wood, a man whose apathy knows no bounds. But we've all been pretending all year, including him, that he doesn't actually go to school here, so no award for him. We had a tie for second place between two guys who caught an Ebola-level case of senioritis. Along with Lucas, these two gentlemen are the reason that the entire administration can now quote the truancy laws of Arizona. If they are here tonight, I'm shocked, and it's nice to see you for the fourth time this year. Congratulations on doing nothing this year, Mahad and Manu. Are either of them here? Nice. All right. Our next award is most likely to run for president and lose in a historical landslide. This was a tough category. Mostly because I didn't make it, most likely to be a doctor because that's the only profession my parents will accept as legitimate. Is that a little too real for some of you? Sorry. To be a politician, you have to be ambitious to the point of being egotistical. You have to have a chip on your shoulder that leads you to send Harvard 4,000 updates, even though you already got into Yale. And you have to have big ideas like, let's get recycling bins for every classroom. And settle for compromises like, let's get a single recycling bin that fits 2 water bottles. This obviously only applies to one person in this class, and his senior portrait where he is sneering with a cup of tea next to his face will almost certainly leave him completely unelectable. Most likely to run for president and lose in a historical landslide is Saket. All right, this is my final award. Most likely to be caught up in an admissions scandal. So this award is completely data-driven. The recipient of this award, which I will affectionately refer to as the Aunt Becky, logged into his Naviance account 20 times. That's tied for the 9th fewest times in the class. His father, on the other hand, logged into Naviance 325 times. The next closest parent, for reference, logged into Naviance 38 times. He applied to like 9 schools. When I asked him where he was applying to college, he could name 2 of them. One time during college counseling, he was annoying me, and I asked him if he had anything to work on, and he had no idea. If he ever does get caught in an Aunt Becky-like scandal, I would take the stupid criminal award back from our class cutters and give it to him, because he didn't even pretend like he was doing his own college applications. Winner of the 2019 Aunt Becky Award is, of course, Jay Patel. All right. So, I think I've said more than enough. If I didn't make a joke about you, I want you to know it's not personal. It's because I'm deeply afraid of getting an email from your parents tomorrow morning. In all seriousness, though, my mouth's getting really dry. I've been talking for a while. It's been a pleasure. This year has been a real whirlwind. You know, the college application process, you guys were more on it than last year's class was, and then senior projects came, and that dynamic flipped real quick. But you guys have been a real pleasure to work with, and I just want to say thank you.